On one of my videos that I released this week or last week, I got a comment saying, I think it was the video I was talking about silver prices for 2020, my predictions for silver prices for the year 2020. And I kind of said, I believe with everything going on, I think it's going to be around, we could possibly see silver at 20 plus, even like 22. And some people who hypothesized last year by the end of December would have been at 25. But we didn't see that. But I do see a strong possibility, not a strong possibility that I'll hit 25, but I do see it being around 20 this year. But the comment was like, silver's, and not bash them, everybody has their own opinion. But the comment was like, silver is undervalued, right? Silver's undervalued. Well, I'm sorry, not undervalued. Silver's overvalued right now, the way everything is. And he believes that silver's going to go below $16. And he says that's what commodities do. What's your thoughts about that, JT?
It's a good, it's a good point. And I believe that point has to be looked at under a microscope, because when you say it's overvalued, that means that, and somehow in the universe, that people are putting too much emphasis on that commodity. And we do know that silver, for everything we look at in the news, we believe we believe that it's undervalued because we're comparing it towards another commodity, another precious metal, which is gold, platinum, palladium. So we think, it's a great price. So if that person looks at it being overvalued, I'm only going by my scenario, which he must mean in producing it, that is not profitable because it has to be produced and it costs more than it's worth. And that's my take on what that comment may have meant.
Gotcha. I just feel from what he meant was, silver's being sold too high right now is not like when something's overvalued to me. Like when they say, Apple stocks or Tesla stocks is overvalued, which means, hey, the price, the correct price of Apple or Tesla stock should be around this, but it's way beyond that or it's above that. So we shouldn't buy Apple or Tesla stocks right now. We should wait till it goes to a fair valuation. So when he's talking about silver, and I if anybody in the comments disagree, comment down. We're just having a discussion. But when you say silver is overvalued, he's saying, hey, $18 is too high. That should not be what the price of silver is today. It should be around $14, $15 because that's the fair valuation of silver. Okay.
I would just
so when
ask,
he said that,
I would just ask, why do he believe that? It is a strong statement. Just wonder what is his reason is why. The reason I could think of is that because it costs more than what that is being used for, but silver is being used for so much right now.
And that's one of the things too. With so much silver, I believe silver is if not undervalued, at valuation. Okay, and the reason I believe is just there's so much stuff that that changed within the past 10 years. There's more technology, more stuff that needs to be used in silver. Back when silver did go up to $40 in 2011, we had solar panel, but it wasn't solar panel was not in the phase that it is today. And with the using solar panels, we use silver to produce solar panels. And when you look at the solar panel industry, a lot of people is trying to go more electric, whether it be cars, whether it be just having clean energy to, and I believe that's the best way to go instead of, it's much more healthier for the whole entire earth. And it's clean energy, there's so much that could be done with it. Now, there's so much solar panels and I believe all this right now, we're in the beginning phase, especially with solar panels and cars, electric cars, because there's so much technology that uses silver in them that I believe that it's undervalued. And plus, with that being said, there's a lot of silver that's going to be off the market as well because, hey, I have an iPhone and as soon as I'm done with it, I'm not going to pry it open and try to salvage all the silver or gold that's in it.
Right.
I'm just going to throw it away or sell it off to somebody or whatever. And I'm pretty sure that's going to happen all the way to the phone eventually breaks down and been thrown in electronic wasteland in the sky.
That'd be a good video, though. I would like to see you take one of your cell phones, since you do have the high class Apple phone. That would be nice to see you do your old phone when it's time for the 11 for the 12.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what's going on. I still got the 6. So I don't know what's going on there. We got a comment from Troll the Magician. Brexit and the economy, repos, and this week, silver will drop heavy and then it will moonshot. What do you think about that?
To be honest, I haven't been following Brexit at all. I haven't been following Brexit at all. But yeah, I don't want to give too much details on that. Reason being is because I don't have too much knowledge on what's going on with Brexit. That it's just there's so much stuff that was going on with Brexit. They're like, hey, we're gonna make a decision here. Okay, now and to this day they're still trying to make a decision. You know what I mean? Well, last time I was looking at the situation.
You say it would only drop due to manipulation. So I mean, just to add on to what the comment that you made about being overvalued, based off those occurrences that happened in Brexit and everything, the economy, he believed that, hey, it's going to drop it, but then it's going to shoot back up. I mean, that's a good, awesome theory to think about. But we know that it always happens through manipulations, manipulation. So I'm just still trying to piggyback on that comment that was made by the subscriber, which I think was pretty good. Is it overvalued? That's something to look into. And it's a good.
But we can even look like if we want to put theory into it, maybe that can be manipulation as well. Can be a reason that I believe is undervalued or right at valuation. Why would somebody want to manipulate something? Like, what's the whole purpose of manipulating silver?
Control it and to keep it down, right? And keep the prices down.
Keep it down. It's not just to buy more, JT. It's not just to buy more, because that could be when we say, hey, just to buy more, we're saying that, hey, there's people that's greedy out there, even though that's the case. But I want to give other people the benefit of the doubt as well. But like a clear cut good way, like a non-greedy way of manipulating the price of silver, is because everything we talked about, the technology. Imagine if silver is at $300 an ounce. How much more would the iPhone cost? How much more would everything cost? Solar panels. How much more would cars cost? All that has to be taken into factor as well. So keeping the price down is probably, I'm giving everybody the benefit of the doubt. Anybody of power, I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they're like, hey, you know what? We just want to keep the economy right. Because if we bring up the price of silver, all these extra technology is going to go up and all that stuff, and it gives an unbalance to the economy.
Most definitely,
in a sense.
Since it's being used as readily as it is, I agree with that that scenario with that statement you made, because everything would go up because the demand would warrant that, right? So I definitely agree with that. It just in that
sense, it makes sense to keep it down.
Right. So to say that it's overvalued, that right there, that statement right there, kind of debunks it. So
it is not to say that the comment was wrong. I mean, I like to hear other people's opinion.
Right.
His opinion, just in my opinion, is I don't see it.
Right.
I just don't see it, because right now prices of silver is like at $18 back in. If you adjust it with the price of inflation and all that, like let's say a specific time, I don't know all the price chart, but I think it was like either 1930 or 1960, one of those years. Silver was at $18 as far as inflation. It probably was $5, but $5 back then would have been $18 today. However, don't quote me on that. I'm just giving an example.
I'm not.
Based off what inflation was back then. Today, it's pretty much worth the same amount. So we're talking about it didn't, it just kept up with inflation,
right? Which
is a good reason. One of the good reasons. I have a video I'm going to be talking about that as well. Not just inflation, but just silver in general, and like 3 reasons people would buy: money, collector, or protect themselves from inflation.
Okay,
it's just going on through all the pros and cons with that.
All right.
But yeah, JT, what you were saying?
I'm basically listening to that listening to you bring that into full circle. And just wanted to kind of dissect just that thought that we have on the screen is silver overvalued, and just give reasons why we believe the different. And the only thing I can look at is trying to understand exactly where that was coming from, And my only idea would be the production and realizing how much it costs in order to produce. But we also have to realize, what all the uses silver is being used for in the economy, and how we got to keep it at a certain point. And also the point that Trojan Magician made, there are manipulations based off these other factors. So, I mean, to look at silver, look at precious metals, we have to be aware of it all.
All right, guys, you just saw a small piece of a video that me and JT did on a live episode of Silver Talk that we do every Sunday around 1, if JT's early or not, around 1, maybe even 4 o'clock every Sunday. If you guys have any questions, comment it down in the comments below so we can get to it on Silver Talk on a live episode every Sunday. Have a good one, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and JT's channel, and also the remake. Have a good one.